Welcome back to Sonic Generations HD. Today we're going to cap off the modern era of the game with Planet Wisp from Sonic Colors. Let's do this.
You know what the biggest disappointment about this game is? Apart from obviously the time meter and the level we are about to play through. The biggest disappointment with this game is the fact that at not one point does Vector say find the computer room. Fuck this game.
Minus 11 out of 10 would not play a game. Worst game of the generation.
Well, they already have one bad joke in there. The fourth Chaos Emerald. They don't need another, Gareth?
Well, see, the one with Shadow and the Emerald, that's really quite subtle. Which is a level of subtlety I don't expect from a Sonic game. But Find a Computer Room is one of the most meme-tastic lines on the internet. I'm surprised they didn't copyright on it.
I don't know what I expected from a HD version of Planet Wisp. Maybe more outdoor sections, and the ones that are here are fucking gorgeous. Maybe a bit too much bloom, but you know, I'll forgive that. But all too quickly, it devolves back into just like going up through the factory, and we had our fill of that in the SD version, to be honest.
I mean, I think I would actually say, in terms of the HD version, both of these are probably the weakest levels, and in my opinion, it wasn't a strong way to end this game.
No. It's too bright, it's too happy, it doesn't feel like a final level, even with, you know, the whole scrap brain kind of aesthetic with buzzsaws and spikes everywhere.
Yeah, but look on the bright side. This looks gorgeous. I remember when Colors came out, everybody always wondered, wow, what would this look like in HD? And it looks fucking beautiful.
Although I'll say, in terms of gameplay, the biggest problem with both the classic and modern levels is that in the original Colors, the levels weren't designed around the Wisp powers. The Wisp powers were just there to kind of make things easier or help you get to secret areas. Unfortunately, in both these levels, the levels have been designed specifically around the Wisp powers, which it just means that you spend a lot of time in this level just boosting Rocket, and then Classic just, you know, spamming Spike.
Yeah.
It's really quite boring after a while.
Mon Sonic uses the Rocket Wisp and Classic uses the Spikes, whereas in the 3DS version, Modern, I believe, uses Burst, and I think Classic uses Void. Don't quote me on that.
I thought Modern used Laser.
That's the one. I get my Wisp mixed up, don't you know?
Now, I didn't know you could charge the rocket here. I didn't know that for the longest time.
I would say the only good thing about the Wisp power-ups in this game is the fact that they brought back the announcer. I was like, yes, that's amazing.
Okay, yeah, let me do my little anecdote. For the longest time, I thought the announcer was Roger Craig Smith, and I finally asked him on Twitter, and you know what he said? Nope, LOL, you are wrong. Yeah, I'm just paraphrasing, but there you go.
His actual quote was, Entom64, you are a dumbass. Never contact me ever again. I hate you. Goodbye.
Similar to how Jason Griffith says I suck. True story.
True story, yeah? Me and Steven were so happy that day, you have no idea. Now again, as Tom said, all the stuff outside is great, but once we get into the factory setting, this is when it just becomes boring. And it's odd that it seems like in terms of modern, they've tried to cram about 2 or 3 actual levels from the original Colors and just paste them together, which for my money, both of these levels, they both run far too long.
Yeah, it's not a bad section. I've always, like I said in many playthroughs, loved like going up structures, you know, but it just feels so samey. All of the levels of the tower kind of blend together and none of them feel very unique.
Again, yeah, I wouldn't call these levels necessarily bad. They're just a lot weaker than pretty much every other level we played through at this point in the game.
I will say the one thing that Mon has going for it is that there are 3D sections. When you get to Classic is when things really start to go downhill.
Also, the problem with Classic is that we'll get to that when we get to him, but they've kind of changed how the controls for Spike work. Suffice to say that Spike is a lot easier to handle in the original than it is in this game.
Yeah. Steven, how did you feel about Planet Wisp?
Planet Wisp, I don't think it was a final level for me. I would have much preferred Coaster, whatever it's called.
Asteroid Coaster would have been badass.
Asteroid Coaster, that would have been amazing. Sorry, I just kind of nerded out a little bit there, but yeah.
Sky?
If it wasn't the last level, I'd have picked Aquarium Park.
Ooh, interesting. No, it's again because this is the last level, it's kind of odd, and it is in the 3DS version. But I might have chosen Tropical Resort for the HD version if it wasn't already in the 3DS version. Failing that, as Steven said, Asteroid Coaster would have worked great because that feels like a final level because it's the final level in colours. If you don't count Terminal Velocity, which no one does.
Yeah, 'cause it's more of a boss arena than a level, really.
If they turned Terminal Velocity into a level, that would have been awesome.
Would have been nice if if for classic they did it like they did on the DS version, where it's completely straight down. It's like a top-down perspective on that level, which was kind of interesting. This should be a drinking game. Every time he uses rocket, take a shot, he'll be dead after a minute. You should do it again. I'm gonna start drinking.
They're like slang for downing shots rapidly, rocketing them.
Please stop using rocket. I'm so intoxicated.
Look at me, I'm Sonic. Rocket!
Sega, please hire me.
I don't drink, so just imagine me trying to be drunk.
The key to acting drunk is to act sober.
That's genius. That is the most amazing key to acting drunk. Is to act so fucked up. What the fuck?
It's true.
And here we are at the end of the level, which was honestly too long for its own good. Just look at that time.
I remember the first time I did this, I spent at least 9 minutes on my very first goal on Planet Wisp because I'm bad at this game, and I apologise for my existence.
You do not want to know how long that took me to do without getting hit. I nearly tore my hair out doing it.
Oh, Tom.
Let me guess, did it take you 50 takes?
I'd probably say about 25.
I was over 50% wrong. Good stuff.
Look, he's all happy in the background.
I love that robot.
Yay, I'm gonna slice the life out of you.
All he wants to do is kill. I love him.
Kind of like Crisis City, Planet Wisp is maybe a level we shouldn't bring back to life, because it just seems we do more bad than good bringing this thing back into existence.
Damn you, nostalgia critic!
See, look how amazing this looks! Oh my god, it's so good! What did you guys think of, in terms of the music, Modern is pretty much just like the original, but with kind of, not a less pronounced drum and bass. Classic, I know a lot of people I spoke to can't stand the classic remix. I kind of like it. To me, it kind of sounds like they're kind of going for Mega Drive synth. But it doesn't sound quite like it, but that's what I kind of took from it. I actually don't mind. How about you guys?
I don't like either version.
It certainly wasn't what I was expecting from a classic remix, but I think that they're trying to compensate for the fact that the final level is Planet Wisp, so they're trying to make it more, what's the word? Daring or dangerous.
Evil sounding?
Sinister.
Oh boy, Spike. Now this is the big problem with this level is Spike. He doesn't control well at all compared to the original version.
Well, even if you weren't talking about Spikes, you could probably use that sentence to describe most recent 3D Sonic games.
Good point. The biggest problem with is that you can't... In colors, you could change direction at the drop of a hat. In this one, if you're already jumping in the air, you kind of can't... No, sorry. If you're already moving, you can't just turn around. You have to jump the turn, which gets really annoying in some sections. When you have a time restriction on like getting past a section, that can be really annoying.
Yeah.
Well, that's just because you're playing as classic Sonic in this one. You were playing as modern in colors. Yeah, how's that for a brain buster?
See, you know what that says? That says that modern Sonic's better than everyone else in the world. Come at me, bro. Fight me in real life.
No, he's just more agile because he's got longer legs.
And you know what? He's not as fat. Classic Sonic is a chubby little shit who can't do nothing right. Fuck you, Classic Sonic.
With freakish black eyes.
And modern Sonic can do what Super Sonic used to have to do. Awesome.
But yeah, that's so awesome. That's so awesome. Modern Sonic is more powerful than classic Super Sonic. Let that sink in, Scarly, you retro nerd.
Gareth, you're gonna get us so many hate comments. Not that you already don't, of course.
Exactly. That's what I bring. I bring the controversy to HellfireComms. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Try to feel.
You know, something that just occurred to me, and lots of times during the recording process, this whole level, the HD version at least, reminds me a lot of the opening cutscene to CD, when Sonic's travelling to the Little Planet.
I don't know why, but okay.
Okay.
I can see it.
The blue skies, the planet in the background. See, Sky agrees with me, and that's really all that matters here.
Yeah, so fuck you, Gareth and Steven.
Blue sky, big thing, planet Wisp. Looks like Sonic City intro, but no, it doesn't.
Wow, the Mon mix of your Planet Wisp song is a bit shit, Garo.
And Tom, he can really play. And Tom, he plays
Shut up.
all day.
No, I'm going to stop you there because I knew you were going to say something else.
We're not allowed to say anything remotely fun, Gareth. Stop.
It's just kind of, again, it's just, this is one of them levels where you run out of things to say, because after, I mean, it visually looks nice, the remix is, you know, not everyone's cup of tea, that's fine. But once you just bring up the fact that it doesn't handle as well as the original, it's not as fun as the original, there's not really a lot to say.
Well, I hope you're good at, you know, covering stuff where there's not a lot to say, because we've got another video to record after we're done with Generations.
Oh yeah, we do. It's a video of me, Steven, and Sky handing in our resignations for HellfireComms.
Exactly, and I want you to put feeling into that commentary.
Okay.
Dear people of YouTube, this is FTA. After 5 long years of HellfireComms, I've decided that I can't stand this shit anymore. It's driving me insane. So I will see you in the insane asylum where I'm moving to now.
Mine's just gonna be HMMM, Dear PC Fan. I have decided to quit for no complete reason.
Maybe I just want the crap thrown out of me. I vote Sonic movies.
I vote Sonic movies.
And then mine is going to be Steven hit the nail on the head.
No, Skylar's would just be, yeah, I agree with FTA and Sonic movies. I have nothing original to add. LOL, I am awesome.
No, Stevens will be a blank piece of paper except for the words in minuscule font at the bottom, I agree.
Or derp. You could just say derp.
Steven won't even bother to make one. He'll be too busy being derped out of his brain. Oh yeah, I was meant to make a video, wasn't I?
Oh darn, something to actually talk about here. This is one of those puzzles where you have to, you know, turn the right things on and then it will like create a pathway which you can use spikes to traverse, and that's about it really.
It's not about turning the right things on, it's about turning all of them on.
Oh yeah.
You gotta turn them on. Oh yeah, sexual healings with spiky things. This is a section where Spike's kind of control change really got like that. Screwed me over a bunch of times the first time I was in that section.
Yeah.
I don't know, Tom. Why is that section so bad for, man? Why?
I went to Takashi Iizuka and I said, listen mate, can you just put something shit in the final level? And he said, I don't make the games, but sure, why not?
I love that. It's just, at SOS, he walked up to Iizuka and was like, listen mate, alright, I know you're making Generations right now, but make sure the final level's shit, because if the entire game's perfect, Sonic fans won't be able to complain about nothing, our heads would explode. We need something to complain about or we're not happy.
He gave me a nod and a wink and said the next game would be super-de-duper shit, and all was right with the Sonic franchise.
Iizuka said, perfect game, LOL.
It's wonderful, it's green, why wasn't there more of it? Planet Wisp in a nutshell.
Planet Wisp, Planet, HellfireComms, and Tom, HellfireComms, and Tom, HellfireComms, and Tom, HellfireComms. Although, I love, I think it's modern. I wish Tom would have done this as modern, because modern gives the best reaction to Charmy B. Modern's reaction is basically like, why are you here? Who invited you? Go away.
Oh, actual trivia. Charmy is in Colours DS, that's why he appears here.
Oh, nice. Although, by extension, all these characters appear in Colours DS, so any of them could have appeared in this level, to be honest.
Yeah, that's weird. Like, in the SD version of the game, there's no one except, like, Sonic and Tails. In the handheld version, everyone's there. Fucking dimps!
Sonic Colors actually has, I think, the shortest character list, because in terms of speaking characters, you have Sonic, Tails, Eggman, and Orbot and Cubot. And that's it. It's kind of a short character list.
Why couldn't we have left Charmy frozen? Why? Why the fucking bee? Jesus. We'll see you all next time for the final part of the modern era of Sonic Generations. See you then.